about to turn it on.
But you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna
Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another vlog of Fedash Automotives. So this is Ashish. We are here at Sutaria Mahindra Auto. So the official Mahindra dealership here in Belgaum. So we are here to look at a new project. So that is the all new Mahindra Bolero Neo. So it is a new addition to the Mahindra family. So before you move further, please do consider subscribing to the channel and also see our other videos and also see the close-up looks and the detailed review that will be ahead in front of you. So we are here with the car and let's start with the opening the hood. So the variant we have is a N10. This is a top end model you get. So this is a 1.5 liter unit and it also gets proper insulations on the hood. There is also another unit in this one, that is a N10 optional. The Mahindra worked on the insulation. Unlike the TVD300, it comes with the X-shaped front bumper and the signature Mahindra Bolero grille, and it also gets halogen headlights with DRLs. So now let's look around. Moving to the sides, you get the cladding out here and a footrest. The footrest is not much of a use because it's too small and it's made up of complete plastic. You get these protectors all over the door and the front panels, indicators, and the wheel is a 15 inches with the disc at the front and drums at the rear. The rear drums are considerably larger compared to the other cars in this segment, and it sits tall with its third generation chassis that is shared with the Thar as well as its other siblings. Now let us look at the back. You get the spare wheel mounted at the rear door and the tail lamps are completely halogen, so you don't get any LEDs except for the front DRLs. You get rear parking sensors and a spare wheel cover that is marked up with the X type of a logo, and Bolero Neo written on the doors as well as on the spare wheel cover. Opening the rear door, this is actually a 7-seater version. The seats are quite comfortable, and if you lift the seats you get an ample boot space that is of around 318 liters odd. Getting in, these are quite comfortable seats, but misses out on headroom as well as the under thigh support. So that's it for the third row. Let's move towards the second row and see the comfort that this Bolero Neo offers. So moving into the rear seats, so the comfort is pretty well. The headroom is also good, and the under thigh support is ample. You get two headrests, one at the right and one at the left. You also get a armrest at the center, power windows and silver finished handles. They look pretty good, and these black finished power window buttons, and everything else is just hard plastic. So now that's enough of the rear seats. Now let's move into the driver's seat and see the comfort on offer. It's raining a lot, so let's move ahead with the driver's seat and see what all this Bolero Neo has to offer. So the car starts with this cool animation. Says Bolero Neo, and also the stereo system has a cool animation with the entry welcome sound. So there it says Mahindra Rise. Pretty good touch. And the steering wheel and the speedometer are both borrowed from Thar. You can say they are identical to the Thar. It also gets cruise control and media buttons over here. So you get multiple settings in the instrument cluster also, which you can toggle through these two toggle buttons that we have been provided here. It shows settings and trip buttons and the average fuel economy, and there are also multiple buttons here. One is for the ESS, that is the electronic start stop, and that is also known as the mild hybrid system for the Bolero Neo. You also get a rear defogger and also eco mode, and this is the headlight leveler, and this is for the RVMs. You also get a IRVM which has manual dimming, and these are the lights placed upward here, which you can roll through to slide the adjustment. And under the sunlight you get the toll receipt holder, and beside the passenger you get a mirror, and the power window buttons have been moved to the center, which is pretty handy. And also the rear windows can be locked. It gets a manual handbrake and a 5-speed gearbox, and a slight vibration that you can feel over your hands, and a 12-volt charging socket with the USB socket. And this infotainment system is combined with 6 speakers, that is 2 tweeters and 4 speakers. This is actually a basic unit, like whatever you need is present in the system. And you also get a single zone climate control system and a glove box that is pretty small for a car like this to be a boxy structure. And the ORVMs are big enough, and you don't get any blind spots or anything. They're pretty clear. So that's enough of the interiors. Let's get driving. So let's start the driving vlog. First we'll turn off the air conditioning, and it has no traction control. So let's start by launching the vehicle. It revs up to almost 3000 rpm. Okay, so there's some wheel spin, not a lot. The power is adequate, not fast or not too slow. Actually it's made for carrying people, like, because this vehicle is made for people who are looking for the car which is placed below 10 lakh rupees, and this is the perfect vehicle because the improvements done from the TUV 300 are really great and immense here, and you can see it while driving. So this 1.5 liter unit produces a horsepower of 100 and a torque of 260 Newton meters, and you only get this in a diesel version. You don't get any petrol or nor even a automatic in a diesel. So all you have to settle for is a manual diesel. And talking about the fuel tank capacity, it has a 50 liters fuel tank. It will return you a range of around 400 to 450 kilometers odd on a one full tank. You sit taller than it seems from the outside, so there's a good view around, and there are no blind spots as such, as the ORVMs are pretty big. So that's a thumbs up for Mahindra. And talking about the refinement levels, the engine is very refined, except for the gear lever. You can feel some vibrations on it, and the steering actually feels heavy at lower speeds because it's a hydraulic unit, and taking U-turns and a complete hairpin turns, it's going to be a bit difficult with this vehicle. And the comfort, you can say it's just up to the mark considering the price Mahindra is offering. So there are 3 variants in this, the Bolero Neo. There is a N4 and a N8 and the N10. The starting range is from 8.4 lakhs and goes all the way up to 10 lakhs ex showroom. So considering the price, this is a pretty good vehicle, and there are no competitions in this vehicle as it is a body on frame chassis. You won't get any of the other SUVs that have body on frame chassis at this price, and this chassis is the same as that of the Thar, and also feels a bit same as you are sitting upright and tall. So we're driving this Bolero Neo on the country roads to see its comfort and the maneuverability and how it handles on this city roads, because it is going to be used most of the times on these roads itself. It's not like that you cannot take this on highways or cruising. You can surely take it on highway speeds, but the body roll and all is pretty much well contained, and as you can see, it really pulls very hard and fast on the roads. And considering the body on frame chassis, Mahindra have really worked well on that. You don't feel those many bumps as you used to feel on the older Boleros, and but to be the thing to be considered is it is a facelifted TU 300, and considering the fact that this one weighs 2200 kgs, it is mind-blowing that it pulls really hard and fast, and you won't even feel a bit while taking the corners at speeds of up to 40 to 50 or 60 kilometers per hour. It's just a piece of ease for this vehicle. The braking performance is also really good. It's all due to the bigger drums and the front discs that are there. So let's take a mild rough road out here. It's a bit slushy, so let's see. It shouldn't get stuck or something. Okay. Yeah, it takes it up quite easily. Just the thing is, the tires are not that good. It has got a very small section, so the grip that it offers is really poor. But except that, it's a mind-blowing vehicle. But if the Bolero Neo had 17-inch alloys or even 16s, it would have been great. And the alloy wheel design is also up to the mark, considering this is a box type structure and it suits the wheels that Mahindra has given it. So all in all, what we'd like to conclude is this is a VFM vehicle. For the price you pay, you get everything. A good comfort, and you can carry around 7 people around. This is the perfect for your family actually. So facelift done right with a new batch, that's Bolero Neo. And so like, share and subscribe to the channel, and do help us reach the 1K mark as soon as possible, because we are very close to the 1K mark. And or do watch our other videos, and I'll see you in the next vlog.